What's up, guys? I am going to be reviewing the SpongeBob special, Goodbye Krabby Patty. And I recently saw this. So, the premise is about where Patrick becomes an actor when frozen Krabby Patties become a new sensation towards food. And Mr. Krabs becomes rich, and SpongeBob feels concerned that Krabby Patties are going to be off the menu and the Krusty Krab might no longer exist. Here's my thoughts for this episode. This episode, it's not terrible, but it's not a good one either. It's meh. It's not great, but it's very far from being the worst. It's a okay episode. There are a lot of things good about this episode, and there are a couple of different flaws. Let's start with the flaws for this episode. This episode it's a little bit depressing. Yeah, and we have the scenes where SpongeBob and Patrick miss their friendship, basically the scene in Patrick's Smart Pants. And the way SpongeBob acted when he was at the museum, he sounded like he's really depressed. That's just sad. And this episode, it was a little bit. I was bored at times, and the ending was slightly predictable. But there are a lot of redeeming factors that saves this from being a bad episode. I did like the joke where he said Patrick is going to be a star, and Patrick said, "I am already a star," even though he's a starfish. And I did like the opening shots of all the museums, and I liked all the robots, especially where Plankton tried to get the formula. It's where Robo Crabs ended up beating up Robo Plankton. Yeah, heck, we seen Robo Crabs in Crabborg. We seen him in Imitation Crabs, but he looked kind of different. My favorite part is definitely Robo Squidward, and then Squidward tried to replace that Robo Squidward. Instead of Krabby Patties taste nice, that they taste nice, they said, and Squidward said, Krabby Patties taste like lice. I laughed really hard at that joke. I have to admit, Squidward was hilarious in this episode. And there are a lot of different jokes that I really liked. And not to mention, I didn't expect the word filler being tossed around. Unlike SpongeBob, you're fired, for example. So this episode is basically an episode that knows how to use filler jokes properly. And when they said that the frozen patties taste like sand, yeah, I did like the scenes where everyone throws up sand, especially the scene where a snail ends up meowing when that snail was in that snail bag, that snail box. Yeah, there was a lot of funny moments. And there are a few factors that I consider to be really odd. This is a in-the-middle episode. It's kind of decent, but unfortunately, it's not the best episode, but it's not even close to being one of the worst. It's a meh episode. And I am going to give this episode a 6.5 out of 10. This episode could have been a whole lot better, but I don't hate it either. It's not great, but it's not terrible either. Thank you so much for watching my review. Please comment down below, share, subscribe, and I'll see you all next time.